Hello, my name is Casey Badgeron, and this is a SATC 112 Loss Control Module 4 assignment, the video presentation. Today I'm going to be talking about physical hazard in the workplace, and that is one of excessive sound. Uh, this is a very common, excessive sound and noise is very, very common in the workplace when you're dealing with heavy machinery, when you're dealing with drilling. There's always some ear hurting sounds going through the air. It's imperative for the employer and the employee to recognize when there's excessive noise and try to do something, to get away from it. First, I'm going to start off with a little definition of noise. It's an unwanted sound that can be produced by many sources. It's irregular sound waves that penetrate through normal sound waves, causing a clash of the waves to go through the air into your ear. And too much of this can really damage your ear, lead to loss of hearing, deafness, etc. It's a very serious hazard to have in the workplace, and like I said before, it's all around you. So it's very important, to always wear your personal protective equipment, your earmuffs, your earbuds, your plugs, things of that nature to protect your ear. What can be done to limit exposure? Like I said before, the PPE, the earmuffs, the earbuds. You can limit the amount of time a certain employee spends on one particular, very loud noise-making machine. You can also operate the machines when there's not as many people in the office. In the warehouse or on the shift. It's a very small populated workplace condition. You can also implement a hearing conservation program. This will give you options to limit the amount of damage that all this excessive sound and noise does to your employees or yourself. We're going to talk about a little bit about the American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygiene and their threshold limit values for excessive noise in the workplace. The PEL is 85 decibels, and it's based on a 3 decibel exchange rate. Allowable threshold limit values for noise range is from 80 decibels to 139 decibels over a 24-hour period for 0.11 seconds. The ACGIH also says that no exposure to continuous intermittent noise in an excess of a peak C-weighted sound level of 140 decibels is allowed. Also, permissible exposure limits, PEL. The permissible exposure limit for excessive noise in the workplace is 90 decibels as an 8-hour time weighted average, TWA. In all cases where the sound levels exceed these values, an effective hearing conservation program must be administered. Another agency setting forth guidelines for this hazard is the NIOSH, National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. Like I said before about the TWA, there's an 8-hour TWA limit of 85 decibels with a 3 decibel exchange limit. Using hearing protection, like I said before, is very important, and you have to use it when the noise exposure is equal to or greater than 85 decibels over an 8-hour TWA. Reduction of expected performance of hearing protectors, 25% for muffs, 55% for formable earplugs, and 70% for other plugs. These are just some regulations that I found online through the NIOSH and the ACGIH. I also used OSHA workplace hazard guidelines to get some of the numbers, and like I said before, this is a very important and probably underrated workplace hazard. People, they go out there with their hard hat and their safety glasses, but probably, sometimes they just say, we don't need the ear protection, but really, it's very important. You should value your hearing, and it can easily be lost, especially with continued exposure to these high-level noises. So that is my presentation for SATC 112 Module 4. Thank you and have a good day.